Most people think neglect is obvious, shouting, bruises, careless words. But the most dangerous neglect is the kind that hides behind silence. My name is Nora, and this is how I found out the care home wasn't missing my aunt's call alerts. They were turning them off. Aunt Rose has always been careful. Delicate, yes, but careful. So when the care home called to say she had fallen again, my stomach twisted. Fall number 3, in a single month. When I arrived, she looked terrified. I pressed the button, Nora, I pressed it. They said I didn't. Her voice cracked. I gently squeezed her hand. The nurse, Lydia, stepped in with a smile that didn't reach her eyes. She gets confused. She thinks she pressed it, but there were no alerts. But I knew my aunt. She pressed the call button to ask for water, for tissues, even to adjust her pillow. Something wasn't adding up. I work in medical tech. I know call button systems don't miss alerts. They log everything. Button press release exact timestamp room ID responder ID overrides silencing actions and they never lie. But people do. When I asked to see the logs, administration said, "We don't share internal records." Translation, we're hiding something. So I waited until Lydia and her team were on break, then approached the cabinet that housed the call system interface. While pretending to volunteer with IT, I slid a discrete USB diagnostic device into the data port. 30 days of logs downloaded in seconds. I read the file that night. And my heart dropped. Aunt Rose pressed her call button 7 times in the same week she fell. 6 of the alerts were manually silenced within 2 seconds. None were acknowledged, none were answered. And every override was tied to the same badge ID, Nurse Lydia. My jaw clenched. I wasn't done. I bought a discrete pressure pad sensor and placed it under Aunt Rose's mattress, something I used often in pediatrics. It logged everything. When she left the bed, whether she stood, whether she'd tell, if she tried to walk, impact levels, movements in the room, 5 nights of data. When I lined it up with the call button events, the pattern was unmistakable. Button pressed, alert silenced, bed exit, detected impact, recorded staff arriving 7 to 14 minutes later, and the final twist? The aide Mark had written in the incident report. Resident attempted to stand unassisted, but the pressure pad data proved she stayed on the mattress for 3 full minutes, waiting for help that never came. During the next facility meeting, Lydia confidently said, "Rose never pressed the button. She imagines it." I stood up. Then explained this. I plugged in my USB. The screen lit up with call button press logs silencing overrides, timestamps showing no responses, pressure pad fall data, Mark's forged notes, and Lydia's badge ID on every override. The room erupted. Aide Mark looked like he'd faint. Lydia staggered back as the administrator rubbed his temples. Both were removed immediately. A week later, Rose pressed her call button for the first time since the incident. A nurse came within seconds. She smiled at me. It finally worked. I hugged her. It'll always work now, because sometimes revenge isn't shouting. It's exposing the silence they tried to hide.